to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Skypes. Please enjoy the show.
Yo.
Hello?
Got you now.
Nice.
Nice.
I think I got to get a new computer. I mean, it's a Mac Air book. It's like
MacBook Air?
a MacBook Air. It's like, I think 2 years old.
Yeah,
years old.
They're good for like 5-6 years.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Do you do updates and shit?
Well, like on the system?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm updated to the latest software, whatever it runs it. But when I did it, it put Siri in here, and I think Siri's fucking me up.
Oh, the newest update, the Sierra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do that one.
But it updated, and I never had Siri on my computer,
right.
And now I have Siri on my computer.
Oh.
And ever since that's there, it's been like I got to make sure it's shut down. I just want to delete it. After we're done, I'm going to get rid of Siri. I think for some reason it's messing up my audio, I think.
Yeah. It's pretty.
So what's up?
It's pretty funny. You're like, because the sun's coming in from the window in your hotel in Vegas. You're just like shadowed, like you're in a
unfinished profile on Facebook.
Yeah, or like you're being interviewed, but like you don't want people to know your identity. If I can mask you,
see me now.
No, now you can see you.
I wonder what happened.
The fucking iris fucking opened and shit.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And that's technical part of the All in Our Heads podcast.
You were going to say, now what?
I was going to say now
what.
I was.
I can see your brain going, now what? We're not. We had a sneak back shirt on.
So we're Mike live from Vegas. How's Vegas? What, you been there a whole day?
I got here yesterday.
Did you have a show yet?
Yeah, last night.
How's it going?
Last night was good. I mean, it seemed like it was a pretty packed crowd. It was me.
It seemed like it? Like you didn't see them?
I didn't go out into the audience. So I don't know if it was always... You
sound far away now. Did you take out the wrong earbud with the microphone?
I dropped the microphone.
Yeah.
How's that now? Better?
Nah, yeah. Now you don't sound like you're down the hallway. The audience would be like, is he walking away as he's talking to us? You just started getting quieter. Yeah, I was at the show.
What, Mike, doing housework? Yeah, but I don't know. The club fits, I think, at 350. So I can't really see all the way to the back. You can't really tell what's in there.
Okay,
so
yeah.
It looked pretty full, but I don't know if it was sold out completely.
Yeah.
So it was Kathleen Dunbar host and me, and then Ralph Harris. Ralph Harris is a funny dude, man.
Oh yeah, dude, he's real.
I told him like probably his HBO, his half-hour HBO. His and Damon Wayans are probably two of my favorite.
Yeah.
I loved him.
Does he have a brother that's a comedian too?
I don't know.
Or
that's not. I don't think that's who you're talking about. I don't think.
Or is Ralph Harris from Philly?
I don't know, man.
I got to look him up. Tell us your story.
No, there was no story.
Oh. That was it.
You asked me about Vegas. I'm telling you about Vegas. That's the story.
Oh, no, Ralph Harris is from Philly. He sometimes plays Comedy Works.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, he plays that area. He just moved out of Jersey City. He was living in Jersey City, and I just moved out, he said.
Where's he, in L.A.?
I don't know where he was. I didn't ask him.
Oh.
I didn't ask him, but he was at the Comedy Cellar a couple of months ago when I was there.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging out. He might be. Maybe he was in New York. Now he's back on this side. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's a funny dude.
Brad Garrett there?
No, it would be Brad, me, then him. So
okay.
No, Brad. He said he's replacing Brad. Brad was supposed to be here this week.
Oh, okay.
So he's in this place.
Nice.
And I told you, I don't know if I told everybody on the podcast, but Mike Tyson does Mike Tyson's one-man show, the Undisputed Truth.
Oh, yeah?
He does it at the club starting Thursday. Does them on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to hang out with Mike Tyson for 4 days.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that.
He looks like someone you don't want to say the wrong thing to. Like you could be like complimenting him, but it's like the wrong way, and you're just like, oh shit, Mike Tyson. That's one of my favorite Damon Wayans jokes when he's when he's gonna fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah, and he gets knocked out.
He does the announcer. He's like, standing in the left corner, standing in a puddle of pee with a snot bubble coming out of his nose, the challenger. And he's like, Mike Tyson's gonna kick my ass.
That's when the joke was basically, would you let Mike Tyson fight you for $1 million?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, that's a guy. He was a beast, man. Mike Tyson was a fucking beast. I watched his first televised fight, like remember back in the day on Channel 7 on Saturday, they had ABC Wild World of Sports?
Yeah.
And they would have boxing, skating, all kinds of weird shit. But I was at my friend's house like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they had boxing. And they were hyping this kid up. They're like, he's a local kid. He's been like undefeated, and he knocks people out. And I watched it, and he threw an uppercut. He had this guy in the corner, and he upped that old Mike Tyson uppercut and smashed this fucking dude's face, just smashed wide open. And me and my buddy, we talked about that punch for 2 days. All day we just kept running to people, dude, we saw this fight. It was so impressive how he just smashed that guy's face.
Oh, wow. Yeah. He was I'm telling you, man, Ronda Rousey, it's like they never watched Rocky 3. I think they got Rocky 3 to all of them.
What?
They never Rocky 3, you get so famous that you stop training hard, you don't have you become very Hollywood, then you get the shit kicked. Yeah, Buster Douglas legitimately beat the shit out of him. I remember watching that fight. He beat the shit out. It wasn't some judge's decision after a big battle. He got his ass beat, but he was big. He was making the money, getting the women. It's like you lose your hunger. That's what Rocky 3 was.
So he had some problems internally, and his camp was fucked. Like a lot of money, probably big shit just going on.
Yeah, I'm saying the success ruined the whole thing.
Right.
Just like Rocky 3, just like Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, Rocky 3 is a movie.
Yeah, but I'm telling you though, Rocky 3. Let me tell you, Ronda Rousey got Rocky 3. Mike Tyson got Rocky 3. It's true to life.
I would like you to tell Mike Tyson to his face, you got Rocky 3.
Listen, I didn't come up with this theory. I've heard that talked about on fighting podcasts. They used the Rocky. The night she got knocked out, they're like, there's Rocky 3. It's like you need to watch Rocky 3. You can't be too famous. You got to fucking stay hungry.
No, it's got to be hard though. It's got to be hard to dominate and get to a level where no one is scaring you, no one is intimidating you, and no one's challenging you.
Yeah.
It's got to be. There's very few people that do their career that they get to a level where no one challenges the throne.
Well, it happens with even with actors. You see, like if you watch Jack Nicholson movies of when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
He was an amazing actor, but then he started being Jack Nicholson in every movie. He's just Jack Nicholson. Whatever movie it is, Jack Nicholson's in that movie.
It's like Al Pacino.
Al Pacino's the same way.
All those movies back in the day. Yeah, he was amazing, and then he became Al Pacino.
I think you see that with comedians too. Like as they get famous, they're just look at nothing beats Chris Rock's first special. None of his specials even touch his first special.
Right.
He was young, hungry, not really. I mean, he was on SNL already, but it wasn't like he wasn't known for stand up.
Right.
Not just, and then the other ones were good, but you're just like, I guess it's hard to write from I don't know, especially comedians. How do you write when you've got everything? How do you have angst?
Yeah, true.
If that's the type of comedy you do,
right.
A Seinfeld can do it because what?
Chris Rock wasn't an internal battling kind of guy. He was an observational guy.
No, he had angst about the outside world.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But somebody made a point about Chris Rock's thing. I listened to something recently where it's like if you watch, I haven't gone back to prove this point, but they said if you watch his specials, the stuff people say about him is almost the points he makes and not about the jokes about that subject.
What do you mean?
Like the stuff that people remember are never really the jokes in his set. It's always the point he's making.
Right.
It's almost like the setups you remember of Chris Rock.
Yeah. Well, he says that about himself too.
Oh, okay.
He says his setups are more like, basically, this isn't word for word. His setups are more important to him because then he can make if he gets you on board with the setup. He can say whatever the fuck he wants punchline wise, and he just keep adding punchlines, and he can go down 30 minutes in because he set you up. He told you to set up. Yeah. You know?
So I wonder. Yeah, I bet historically fame hurts people, like athletically, like especially to get a sport like boxing, where it's not like a team sport.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think team sports you can hide that a little more.
Yeah.
Like a baseball, because you can't control the game.
Right.
Unless you're a pitcher. You do see what pitchers, they get their fucking money and then they stink sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, they get paid and they're like, I got no fucking.
Yeah, but I also think they get worked to death.
Oh, no, they get worked to death. But I think fighting is the one where it's like really you out there. Yep. You know, I think somebody said the Ronda Rousey thing before her last fight because she was actually training in front of cameras, kind of like Rocky 3. Yeah. Want to see what I do? I fucking.
Yeah. Want to see me jump the rope?
Yeah. Want to see me jump the rope? Okay. Get kissed on the cheek, huh?
Yeah, and boxing is, very, dominating. Like, if I fuck up 20 people, I'm going to feel pretty goddamn good about myself. It's going to be hard to be humble if you just kicked 20 people's ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, this fight she's coming back to, UFC 207, it's like...
Oh, when did we become... Joe Fernandez whipping out the UFC pay-per-view number and this fight she's coming back.
I wouldn't exactly call me an aficionado because I know the number of the fight.
But the way you just set that up, it was so ESPN 6. It was just fucking Fox Sports 1. And the way she's coming back here in the UFC 207, that card is stacked. If you look at that, like...
No, but what I was about to say...
Go on.
...was this is going to show who she really is. Because according to some, like people like Joe Rogan and stuff, it's like that coming back after that first ass-kicking...
is where you show your...
Right.
Absolutely.
Like she's never lost.
Yeah. Maybe she'll Rocky 2 this one. I don't know.
Now some people think she's not.
Knock a Rocky for it?
Some people, just because the way she like melted down after, and like some people think she's not, doesn't have the, like she was on top and she knew how to ride on top, and you see like her suicidal meltdown afterwards.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't even handle this loss like with any sort of toughness.
Well,
and apparently this broad she's fighting is a tough motherfucker.
The thing is about women in UFC. For a while, I mean, they were brawlers, but they were very technical. And now there's a lot tougher bitches, a lot tougher.
Right.
That they come straight up, they square up, and she's not a brawler, man. She's a technical boxer. She's a technical fighter, and I do think I knew she was going to lose that fight. I knew that girl was tough. I'm like, and Ronda's not that kind of tough. Ronda almost lost against Tate. Tate was a tough girl and technical. I don't think. I just think unless she's taken this 8 months and 9 months to really, really step up her physical game, like her physical punching game, she's done. And she gets in there and she gets hit with one punch that cleans her clock like that first one.
Yeah.
She's just going to crumble.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And that's all my knowledge of UFC, even though I know how to set up topics properly. I'm black belt in setting up topics.
Yeah.
Negative white belt in
you're like I like to call you the headline guy.
Yeah.
A lot of headlines, a lot of clickbait.
Not a clickbait, but once I get in there, not black belt. It's almost like if I had a black belt, they would take a syringe and suck out all the color. Like you're going to be clear belt. Like, you know what, Joe? Actually, why don't you strangle yourself with the belt? How about that? That's what you really should do. You nothing. But I'm starting to get into it.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like it.
It's just tough to keep track of like boxing was easier. You're like, not that I kept track of boxing, but you're like, that guy's the champ, so I'm going to root for him against whoever.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you're right.
UFC's got like so many champs.
And so many weight classes and there's so many, like every week there's a fight.
And they change and like, it's the
rankings is like, it is, you have to be really entrenched in it to know all of it. However, you watch one pay-per-view an hour before the fight starts, you can get caught up.
Yeah. I think I'm going to stay home and rent that next one, that big one at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. I mean, I'm working that night, but it's for a Rocco gig, and I think it starts early, like 7. It's like a fundraiser.
Oh, nice.
So it should be done by 9:30 the latest.
If you're in North Jersey, swing by.
Huh?
If you're in North Jersey, swing by my house.
I'm in Jersey.
I love I love it on the big 60-incher.
Nice.
Fucking do that shit.
60-incher.
Nice. Yeah.
She's not fighting in that one, though, Ronda. Ronda's fighting 207, which is what? The one after that? No, 2 after that.
2 after that.
Right, New York is 205?
205, yeah. I hear from people that are really in the know this is like the best lineup of like any UFC ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hope McGregor gets his ass kicked.
Yeah. I listened to a guy interviewed. Like, it's weird. I become fans of these UFC fighters without seeing them fight. I just hear them interviewed, and I'm like, I fucking love this guy. Like, this guy, Cowboy Cerrone.
Oh, yeah, he's the man.
Never seen him fight, but I heard him on Jimmy and Sam's show and on Sirius, and I'm like, I fucking love this guy. I don't even know if he's good, but he's fucking, I just like him. I'm rooting for him. I don't even know. The other guy could be good too, but I just like this guy. Until I hear the other guy, his opponent be interviewed, then I'll decide who. I'm rooting for him.
I always root for Cowboy.
He don't even look like a fighter. He just looks like he looks like Kenny Chesney.
He looks like a bull rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of those PBR guys.
Yeah.
I listen. Do you listen to you got to listen to that.
The UFC podcast?
Yeah, you Undisputed with Norton and.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet. I heard it's really good.
I like it. It's good.
I've been so busy. I've been just focusing on the only podcast I've been consistently listening to is Joey Diaz.
Oh, okay. Were you there, Joe?
What?
What just happened?
What happened?
That double take you just did, like somebody was coming in to shoot. Like, what happened?
I was just looking around the room.
Really? You were just looking around the room like that?
I thought I saw something flying.
There you go.
Yeah.
You look startled.
Yeah, I thought I saw a bug.
So here's some interesting news I didn't know about.
I like interesting news.
It's not that interesting.
Okay.
I'm in Vegas, and what's in Vegas tomorrow? The debates.
It's in Vegas?
Yeah, it's like fucking like a half a mile from where I'm.
Oh, wow. You going to get tickets?
No, unfortunately. Probably right at the showtime. I wish I could get tickets to that.
Imagine you can get them like on StubHub, just any schmuck could go there.
Or you just go out front and there's a black guy selling T-shirts and, hey, you guys need a ticket for the debates? You need a ticket? One ticket?
It's funny. They sell the debates almost like a wrestling match on like MSNBC. They're like, Clinton, Trump, 3.
See his faces? Yeah, it looks like a UFC route.
Yeah, you're just like, the fuck, man. Fucking dog and pony show. It's fucking WWF, man.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, that fucking Saturday Night Live, dude, fucking Kate McKinnon's fucking...
she is good.
Dude, she's so funny, man. She's like a freaking comedy genius.
Yeah, she is funny.
Like, she just... I mean, seriously, I can't tell you the last time I liked somebody like that on that show. I mean, she just... Her Hillary Clinton...
Yeah.
I never see anybody ever do Hillary Clinton, but it's like they can't no more. It's over.
Yeah. I like when she comes out. She's like, before I get started, I'm just gonna do a casual lean.
Yeah.
She's like, there we go, nailed it.
Do you teach children? No. Do you have children? No. Do you want children? No. Have you seen children? Yes. Look at us, we're bonding. Oh, I'm dying. Oh my god!
Have you ever seen the Abducted by Aliens skit? With her in it?
Nah.
Dude, just look for Saturday Night Live Abducted by Aliens. It's her, one of the other hosts, the one who did, the woman who was in this debate, one that was on Saturday Night Live, the woman that was, playing the woman commentator on the debate. Her and what's his name? Ryan Gosling.
Oh, okay.
So there are 3 people who get abducted by aliens, and there's 2 people.
Oh, no, I did see that. I saw that.
The FBI?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so... Because she's the redneck smoking cigarettes, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they were like, and he's like, I was picked up and shown with a guy that lied and felt love, and she was like, well, that's not my experience at all.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite skit of hers. Mm. But yeah, she is what... Him and Donald fucking getting his feelings hurt from Saturday Night Live, man, that dude is a pussy, man. I'm sick and tired of saying he's the man. These fucking retarded Trump supporters, Donald doesn't take shit. He can't get made fun of without his feelings getting hurt.
Right.
You know how many presidents had to endure Saturday Night Live?
That's part of the job, and he's not.
How do you have it's unfunny? Alec Baldwin's impression of me is spot on, you fucking hump. He's nailing it.
Spot on.
When he was China, or when they're going to talk, he was like, no, wrong, no. Yeah, that's a good one.
If I was at my home studio, I could be playing clips from it. That's my goal with this podcast. But I'm at the other studio where I don't have all my mixing boards and shit. Finally got my home studio set.
You wouldn't do it right in the middle of us talking, though, would you?
No, but I'd be like, say we're talking about something. Say people never saw it or heard it. You could play a clip of it to give some.
Right. No, absolutely.
Like, that's the type of production value I want to add to the podcast.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
We're in a pitch meeting? You're telling me I'm not your boss?
No, I'm telling you what the plans I have.
But would you do it? My question is, would you do it during, or would you after post-production put stuff in?
No, I'm going to start doing things during so that it alleviates my post-production. I can just fucking upload the motherfucker.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I'm also working with us trying to go live to YouTube so that whatever you can watch live and comment live with the video. Right. You know what I mean? Okay. Unless we were doing it in Vegas, because then they would just see a black figure in front of the fucking window.
Oh, I'm black again. There I am.
There. But
did you hear that? Did you see the Schumer thing?
Yeah, I couldn't even get through it. I watch it. I don't know what your feelings are, but I'm like, why is she even doing this? It seemed very. Did you see the video of it?
Yeah, I watched it just now.
I don't get it. It's didn't even listen. I agree with some fans of hers that said we just wanted to come for some comedy. Why would you invite someone on stage to do that?
I don't like anybody getting invited on stage ever in any show, whether you're doing it for any reason.
Right.
So that would probably bother me. Just put it out. It's her show. It's her theater. It's 8,000 people, whatever, that came to see her, and she was talking about jokes, and then she said, "Let's talk about something serious for a minute." Brought up the election. This person obviously was saying he's voting for Trump. But I don't think it's so horrible. She brought him on. She didn't make fun of him. She didn't have her audience make fun of him. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think it was horrible. I just didn't.
But then everybody's like, she said, they don't agree with her, so she said leave. That's not what she said. They were continually booing and heckling, so she was like, no, I have a show to do now. I don't want to be booed and heckled.
Yeah, no, I don't. I just thought I didn't see the purpose of it for her to do it. Do jokes about him and make it part of your act where you can make it funny. It just seems so out of place. It just seemed, I don't know, it seemed odd to me. I'm a fan of hers.
I don't think she planned to pull him up. I believe she was talking it and she just went with it. And it went nowhere. It's like girls doing crowd work that dies.
Yeah, and if you're not a political, I've even thought about things before I go to shows, because you're it's so topical. If I think about it, I should just do it at the night, and just, and then I'm like, that's not what I do, and what the fuck am I, I've seen the most innocent comment blow up on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. And I'm like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
On Sunday, I was on a show. It's Stress Factory. And Vinny, if he'd never heard this, he knows I kind of commented it when I got on stage. Vinny does, like, he'll do like 15, 20 minutes up front. And I would say 15 of it was spent, who are you voting for? Why are you voting for? Let me tell you why I'm voting for Trump. He would do this. She would do this. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Of who are you voting for?
Yeah.
First off, I don't know how he was raised. I'm not trying to question how he was raised. But my parents told me you never talk about like that. You never ask someone who they're voting for.
Right.
It's like almost like saying, how old you are to a woman. I mean, like, you don't ask. You don't ask someone who they're voting for. It's disrespectful. Right. Because that process. That's why if we were to do it in public, everybody would just be like, Trump, Clinton. You would just do that, and they would add them up. Yeah. There's a reason why there's a curtain. There's a reason why nobody sees you. Yeah. Because it's supposed to be something you do private.
Oh, totally.
But he kept calling people out. So when I went up there, I was like, holy shit, I don't know how you were raised, man. My parents told me you don't ask who people are voting for. I said that on stage. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you know why? Because I like you people. And now I found out a couple of you like Trump, and I don't like you. Right. You see what happened there? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to not like you. And there was a guy right in front. I was like, you look like a nice guy. But now that I know you're for Trump, I'm confused about you. Yeah. And I shouldn't be. Yeah. I should just be up here doing jokes. I shouldn't be worrying about. So then I said something else. I was like, and then I hear there was like a group of girls, go Trump, for like when they walked in. I was like, and then you got these broads, go Trump. I was like, how ugly did they become? They were hot right before they opened their mouth. Right. And so then when Vinny came on, he's like, yeah, Mike, you look a lot like Hillary Clinton. Like, that's a good one.
Doesn't even make sense. Stupid.
But I get it. It was probably upset that I, made fun of Trump.
Yeah, nobody can handle the humor about their candidate. I got two shows the 2 days after the election. I'm headlining Uncle Vinny's 2 days after. So I'm like, maybe then I could do like post-mortem ideas I had. Like, let's like talk about this.
You won't, because whoever wins, the sting is going to be so harsh at that moment, 2 days after, that your jokes will still be received angrily.
Yeah. Well, I figure I'll try it, feel it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like a.
I have a lot of feelings about this election and and everything. I feel a lot of feelings about a lot of that stuff. I just, like you said, like enough of my act isn't surrounded by it.
Yeah, it's not what I do.
If I brought it up, it would be so polarizing.
My stuff is going to be more like the stuff I had written down that I would do after that is more with the how silly the whole election was, how silly the things people post on Facebook, like the ridiculousness. It's not going to be nobody. I'm not going to attack candidate. It's just how dumb we are, like how we'll share anything.
Right.
Like,
That's what I've written down about that, like about how there's this past like 2 years, not only for the election, but like for a lot of things. Yeah. Like in police brutality and stuff like that. Like instead of there's so many things and like gun control, they get posted on Facebook, articles, and did you see what this said? And like with all of these bullshit articles that are posted, I've learned to now do way more research before I have an opinion. Yeah. Because something comes up, what do you think about this guy flushing babies? And you're like, holy fuck, you can't flush a baby.
Yeah. So hard to get them down the little hole. You got to chop them up first.
Yeah. And then I go on the article, and it didn't mean that. He meant like, something else. So before I react to it, I try to read up.
He meant flushing them of toxins. He was.
Yeah. Flushing baby. Like you didn't get to that.
Cleaning them off nicely.
Yeah. Flushing babies of toxins, making them healthier.
Yeah.
Like that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I could have stood behind flushing babies. But,
that's a tough stance to stand behind.
What would you
flushing babies?
I got.
Haven't been, but I got to go with Trump. I hate Hillary. I used to love babies, but not if Hillary don't flush them. What?
Hillary doesn't flush them? No, then I don't. She flushes them? I don't flush them.
Trump's not flushing all the babies, okay? Only the certain ones that don't have the right paperwork.
Come on. You know. Americans.
You know those babies that are raping people. You know what I mean? You know. Bad babies.
But what, like that, I don't know. We didn't talk about the last time. You know the allegations, the fucking tapes and him touching, and then for the debates, he brought those 4 broads up to talk.
Yeah.
I mean, remember he did that little thing before the debates where he had these poor women who have been sexually...
Yeah, we talked about that last podcast.
We talked about but I didn't talk about the tape.
Billy Bush tape?
No. You know, one of those women were the 12-year-old rape victim that Hillary defended her rapist.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And there was an audio, apparently. So when she was there and she said, yeah, and Hillary was laughing at me, at my rapist being freed, and I was like, well, that sounds bad. That doesn't sound positive, right?
Yeah.
And then some comic out there put, if you're outraged by Trump and you're not outraged by this, then you're fucked up. And he had the clip. So I listened to it because I never heard it. So I'm like, let me see what this is about before I have an opinion.
Right.
Holy motherfucker. Have you ever heard the tape?
No. But I know it's bullshit.
Dude, it is insane how that – I want to grab this comedian. Not going to mention, but if he listens to this podcast, I want to tell him you're a dumb piece of fucking garbage, hate-spewing piece of shit is what you are, because you intentionally are trying to say it was a bad thing. And if you listen to it, if you're outraged by the tape, then you are mentally handicapped and I can't be near you.
Right.
The tape is her having a discussion with, I'm not sure if it was a guy doing an interview or just a guy, like a politician. She was a defense attorney. This country has prosecutors and defense attorneys. If you're a murderer, you get a defense attorney. Whether that defense attorney believes you're guilty or innocent, their job is to defend you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, or else the system crumbles.
Huh? Exactly. All the system crumbles. So he was asking her what kind of cases. She goes, I used to have all kinds of cases. And then she mentioned like the types of cases she had. She goes, I had one in particular. And she was recalling this case. She goes, it was of a 12-year-old girl who was raped. And the guy, the person who was accused of raping, she told me a little backstory about him. I was called by a friend of mine, said the guy wants a female attorney.
Yeah.
Will you do me a favor?
Right.
She said, okay, I'll take it. So when I went to him, he said, this is exactly what the tape said. He told me he didn't do it. Obviously, he said he didn't do it. That was Hillary saying, obviously, he said he didn't do it, which means in her mind, she knew he did it. She thought he did it.
Right.
But he was saying to everybody involved, I didn't do it. She goes, obviously, he said he was innocent. I made him take a lie detector test, which he passed. Here's where she laughs, which made me start to question the validity of lie detector tests, I'll tell you now.
Yeah.
That's what she said about it. Because in her heart, she felt that this guy was a rapist, and he passed the lie detector test.
Right.
Her job isn't to not defend him because she feels he's a rapist. Her job is to make sure that every letter of the law is followed for the rapist.
Yeah.
So she laughed at that part. Then she goes, I went to get my evidence from the prosecutor, and they had cut a hole out of the guy's pants for DNA. So they gave me the pants. She goes, with a hole missing, like the evidence was gone. She goes, they're like, here's your evidence. She's like, how is this evidence? The evidence is gone. There's where she laughed twice. There's her 2 times laughing.
Yeah.
Talked about the DNA. Said the scientist that she got to look at the DNA said there is no DNA on it. She went to the prosecutor, said there is no DNA. They reduced his sentence. They plea bargained him down to like 6 months. She never laughed again. The guy said, so what happened with the case? Oh, he plea bargained. He just did 6 months in jail. And that's how the tape ends. She laughed 2 times. Once at the lie detector test being shitty, and 2 at the DNA, at the pants with the holes in it. That how am I supposed to take this as evidence if you took the evidence? That's where she laughed. It's a prosecutor just talking about a job. Prosecutors see and defense attorneys see so much shit You think every single case is going to be like, so, this poor girl was raped and I had a holy pair of pants. What am I supposed to? No, she was talking about her job, and she was like, yeah, the guy gives me pants with a hole in it. How am I supposed to use that? That's where she laughed. And those are the two spots that we should be outraged at her laughing at a rapist getting free.
Yeah.
Now, to all the 99% of the people who didn't listen to the tape, it's outraged. They're outraged. But they don't listen to it.
No, a friend of mine posted a meme saying that about her laughing about getting off a rapist, and I said the whole thing when I'm like, you defend who you got to defend, whether they're innocent or not, because that's or else it'll crumble. And he goes, yeah, but the audio tape. I go, well, I've never heard it. Can you post it if you've heard it? And then he deleted the fucking thread.
Of course, because you know what happened? He probably listened and was like, "Oh fuck, I better get rid of this."
Like, come on, dude. I'm just so over it. That's like I posted today. It's like I can't tell the difference between you guys and the Onion articles.
Yeah, like
it's just ridiculous. I got into a thing with James the other day. He posted a thing. Bernie Sanders was paid off by Clinton. So I click it, and the first thing says update. Though there's not really solid evidence. It's like, see, you've already like do you not read a whole article? And then I explained to him why. I go, so there's not one corroborating news source of this fucking amazing story.
Yeah. Oh, the media's
the WikiLeaks said that Bernie got paid off. I go, so that's it? Just this one guy? This one blogger? I go, how do you not know the difference between a blogger's writings and like a legitimate writer, like story. A journalist? They're not a journalist. They're all liberal. It's like, but they do their job.
Yeah.
I can't take it no more, man. People are dumb. And you know what? Here's my thing. People are dumb and you deserve everything you get. If I believe this country's good. I believe we're headed in the right direction. If you're someone who doesn't, it's probably because you read stupid shit and let people take advantage of you. If your life keeps continually being fucked up by the system, it's because you believe dog shit. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, you believe if it's written, it must be true.
Yep. Anything you're handed, and like you said the last time, not in the last podcast, but you had said one time that if the Democrats are in office and a Republican's trying to take office, of course you have to paint the picture as dark, because why would you vote for them?
Right.
So that's an obvious political thing. We get that. That. But as a human being with a pulse and a heart and breathing in oxygen, you could listen and say, you know what? Let me just take a look at what he's really talking about and see if it's real.
Yeah.
But they don't. They take his – and I told my father said that. My father was like, this and that. And he's like – he's just quoting shit he's heard on TV.
Right.
And he's heard Trump say. And everything he quoted, I said, Dad, I read into that. That's wrong. I read into that. That's wrong. Unemployment, it's 11% when Barack took over. It's 4%. Yeah, but those aren't the real numbers. But they were the real numbers when they were at 11%. How did they not become real anymore?
Yeah.
How did the 11% numbers, they were accurate, now they're down to 4, but they're really at 18? What were they at 11 then? Were they at 30? Because you told me
you mean the poll numbers?
No. The unemployment numbers.
Oh, unemployment, yeah.
Unemployment was 11% when Barack took office. Yeah. Now it's down a little over 4, right?
Right.
But they're like, well, the number, it's really more accurate, like 18%. Well, what was it when it was 11, motherfucker? Because you told me it was 11. Was that not the number then?
Yeah.
When has it been the number? Where can I find the number? Are you telling me there's imaginary interval? I mean, parts of the number that you can't find? I don't know. Then what's the fucking sense of the number then?
Yeah.
How come you use the number when you hired them? You better work on this unemployment, and now use the number that say you didn't do it. I don't get it.
Nah.
But people will buy just the number. They won't look anywhere for it.
This is such like a good sociological experiment going on now with like down the road, like in 10, 20 years, this election, I think even more than the previous one, it's like really showing like how disinformation just gets put out there. Just people just will believe anything. Both sides are crazy.
Absolutely.
They're fucking both nuts. That's why I don't even know. Like I was driving to work today and I'm thinking, I'm like, I know the news is all telling me that she's going to win in a landslide. She's going to. But I'm like, I just don't think a lot of people are honest about who they're voting for. Yep. And everywhere I drive, I see nothing but Trump signs.
Oh, I don't see that, but
I haven't seen one Hillary sign. I don't even know what the fucking sign looks like.
I believe you. It ain't with the arrow.
Yeah, I don't see them.
I believe you that people aren't honest who they're voting for. I believe that. I believe that. Somebody else said that. It either was on a news thing I was just reading or I saw it somewhere else that people aren't honest about who they're voting for. However, with the system is fixed, I had a question. My question was, if the system is so fixed,
how the fuck is he the nominee?
Yeah, well, yeah. How did somebody not trip you up fucking 8 months ago?
Yeah, nobody wanted you in.
Yeah, but yet you got in this far.
Well, now he's changing his tune. He's like, well, when they now all his surrogates that go on TV, they're like, well, we say it's rigged. You know, the media's rigging it. Everyone's rigging it.
Right.
Which is, listen, I see that. I find this to be I find this to be the first time in an election that the media is not even pretending to be unbiased. You
can't, though, because a guy like him, how can you expect the media to not be biased?
Because he's so dangerous.
But when all he does is talk about how the media needs to go, we shouldn't have like all this public media, like we don't like that. How do you? He's the kind of guy who's such a like communist thought process to shut down the media. How do you think the media is not going to react against you?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you played a little. So a couple of things. One, if Trump is anti-government, anti-establishment, how come he didn't have the balls to run his orange fucking faced ass as an independent?
Yeah.
How come he had to come to an established one of the most major parties in the industry in the game? How come you had to jump on a fucking political party if you're so anti-political?
Yeah, he tried that years ago. He tried going with a different party and couldn't even get in the party.
That's why. So he jumped.
But I don't know the reporter's name, but he had a great take on the Trump thing, and it's like he said, "This is the first time in history that a person's run on saying I want to ship a bunch of these people out of this country," right. Which could be bringing out of the woodwork a lot of like racist white people that just never voted.
Yeah.
Because that speaks to them, and then people that would vote for Hillary stay home because they think she's just going to win.
Right.
And that could lead to him winning, like this balance. Right. Like, she's got it. I'm busy today. I got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, I wonder how many people, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot, but like how many people really just don't vote because they got errands to run?
I know a lot of people in my personal life.
I know, that's kind of fucked up.
Well, I know a lot of people say, Jersey always goes Democrat.
I still want my voice in there.
Yeah.
And I got to make sure I hit that button for fucking gambling in North Jersey. Got to make sure I hit that yes. I know
I'm going to vote no on that just to help you.
Yeah.
I can't. I have a hard time keeping you from gambling, so at least I can try this way. Because I feel if this happens, you're gonna go way off the deep end. Like I think the main thing that stops you is distance.
It is one of them. But look, I'm right here in Vegas, and it is distance. I'll tell you why. Because where my hotel room is a good 12-minute walk to the casino. You know what I'm saying? So that 12-minute walk is a deterrent.
Yeah, I'm not even a compulsive gambler. But when I was in Aruba, I fell in love with that 3-card poker. I'm like, I don't want it to be 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Like, I'm lazy as fuck. I'm like, I go to Atlantic
City. My kids are 18 and 19. Listen, man, I'll just say another year or two, I'm not going to be responsible for anything they do. Not going to need to make sure they got their clothes clean.
So you can blow all your money in the casino if you want.
Yeah, and it's all on me.
It's on you.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But I want to play poker. I do. I want to play poker.
I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast. They had that Dan Bilzerian on. He's like that.
Oh yeah, the big fucking guy with the beard.
But like he made a lot of his money with poker. And he talked about it. It was a pretty cool interview. You should check it out. Because he said back when he won $52 million from one guy over a course of time playing this billionaire. That's how he got the bulk of his money playing poker. $52 million over like a course of like months and months.
Right.
And but he goes, it was a different time. It was at that time. That's like when before the World Series of Poker. Like it wasn't like big when he did that.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a ton of guys playing it, and it was more of he said like a natural sport.
Yeah.
Where you really were just reading the guy then. You know what I mean? Like the way he described it was very good. Like it was just like more of like organic.
It was organic, and it was more about the person reading people. Now it's so much about the mathematics of the whole thing.
That's what he said. He goes, online poker, like you can see the statistics of how the guy plays.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, and he's like,
how many hands he showed down. You would never get that.
Like he said, he was talking about that Chris Moneymaker. That was the guy that made all that famous.
Yeah,
that guy was a shitty poker player.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, is in poker circles.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, no, he couldn't even hold his own, because once he won that, he got thrown into all these, like, poker games, like with big games. He couldn't hold his own.
Yeah.
They ran him over. Greg Raymer is another one who was an online guy. Gets run over every time. But now you get these younger kids. Like, you know who plays professionally? He plays poker? Clayton Fletcher. Do you know the comedian Clayton Fletcher?
I've heard the name. I've never met him.
If you look at his Facebook, it says professional comedian sometimes and professional poker player sometimes. And, like, he plays poker. He's like, there's pictures with him with a lot of money. So he does what I always wanted to do. I wanted to play poker and be a comedian. I want to do both of those worlds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do. It's just something I love, playing poker. I love reading people. I love being around people. I love sitting at the table for fucking 15 hours and shooting the shit. I love it. I love it. And I love going on stage and writing jokes.
Yeah.
Both worlds. You know? Just I don't have enough money to justify sitting down at a poker table and losing 500 right now. I don't have that.
Yeah. These guys get guys to, like, bankroll them and stuff. That's how they started. They got, like...
Yeah. I tried that once. Somebody bankrolled me once for a big tournament, and I got knocked out 30 minutes into the tournament.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do that again. I feel like I have responsibility to you. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. I could never be a good poker player. I would have way too many tells. They'd be like, this guy's got a good hand. Why? He's sweating so profusely that it looks like he has a hose on the back of his head.
You're a twitchy motherfucker sitting by yourself in a room. There's no way you're going to get a good hand.
Or I'll be very hard to read because I'm so twitchy to be like, I don't know what the fuck. This guy twitches with everything. He's blinking. He's looking around the room. That's what he was talking about, like drinking or doing drugs while playing poker. He's like, no, I got to be sober.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, if I'm high, if I'm smoke pot, I'm just lackadaisical. He goes, if I take coke, I'm fucking too aggressive. I'm like all inning everybody. I'm like, he's like, there's no drug that makes me like. I just have to be straight.
He's a big dude too. He's big.
Yeah, he was a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, and he gets like vagina.
Oh yeah, you gotta listen. You should listen to that Joe Rogan episode. That's a good one. It's like a 3-hour one, but it's good, man. It's
how old was it?
It's a few weeks old.
Oh, yeah?
A couple weeks. Okay. The past like week or two.
Okay.
But yeah, it made me like interested in. What made me interested. I got to go watch the movie Rounders again. I fucking love that movie.
Great movie.
But I love playing poker. Like when it's like, with a bunch of retards like me, like regular friends that aren't like sharks.
I like playing poker with all my friends, but I don't like back in the day before I did Hold'em. You know how it was dealer's choice. Let's play up the ladder, elevator, 6-card wild. I don't want to do any of that shit. No. I don't want to play. Just play fucking Hold'em, or I'll even play 5-card stud or 7-card stud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't want fucking.
Let's do a 7-card no peak. 2s, 4s, and 6s are wild. You're like, I got an 8 of a kind. Do I win?
I got a royal flush twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 boats.
You don't beat mine. I got
you only got 1 boat? I got boat high.
Boat over boat.
Boat over boat. That's what we used to play poker. That's what I miss about going to the hunting club with my dad in
You play 5-card?
We played dealer's choice. We played Hold'em one night. We played every night.
Yeah.
Every night, it was like after dinner, we're sitting there, just like somebody bust out the chips.
Right.
You know, we'd be like, "Oh, we're doing Hold'em tonight." It was just so much fun, man. But
like,
you got to the point though, these guys get so drunk, you can't play with them because they're
in every hand.
They're in every hand. Like, oh man.
Yeah. Like, fuck.
Then you just keep buying in,
but they don't have nothing.
They got nothing.
You know, I was at Mount Airy once, and this fucking drunk old guy just comes over the table, and he's got a rack. He's got a rack with probably got $700 in his rack, and he comes in, he puts it all on the table, and he's just every hand. It's 1-2 no limit. So the max usually gets to like $10, $12 bets, like before the flop. He'll go, this guy will make it 7, make it 14. Okay, they'll get to him. It's 30. Just puts $30 out. It's 30. I watched him. He hasn't even looked at his hand yet.
Yeah.
And he's $30. He's so drunk. He had about 700 when he sat down, and then he went to another 500. We took everybody was like, anytime he was in a hand, you just stay in a hand with him. You didn't give a fuck because he's in. Like you're like, I would look down at my hand. I would have 4-6 offsuit. I'm like, yeah, I'll call 25. Fuck, I'm gonna win. I know I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
I would mark 20. I would have not even called $2 with this 4-6 offsuit, but I'll call 25 with that drunk motherfucker.
Yeah.
He just kept giving the money, like playing. But on the other end, if you had aces and you raised it to 30, he calls you with 7-4, and then hits a 7, and the river was a 4, and now he has 2 pair because he wouldn't go the fuck away. You're like 100. I call you 100.
Yeah.
Oh, go away.
See, I gotta study it more. Like when I went to Aruba after studying 3-card poker, though, you know, some nights I won, some nights I lost, but it was more fun because I felt like I knew what I was doing.
Right.
You know, I had like a strategy, like a
You weren't just hoping for the best. Like you knew what your point was.
Like there was a point for me folding. You know what I mean? There was a point for me staying, not like just like they think this is nice. You know, like
they look pretty. I like red.
You know what I mean? And that's what I don't have with Hold'em yet. It's like there's just so many scenarios with that.
Yeah.
That like I don't play enough to know, but like when I play it on my phone. See, when you play on your phone, you have to also like kind of read on it too, because you like.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna learn hand by hand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I did with 3-card poker. I read a fucking thing online that guys like always bet with this, never bet with that. I just had it in my head. I'm like, all right, this is the game plan I'm going in. And when it worked out, I'm like, I'm going to take over the world. I can't believe they're going to make a movie about me.
Who's going to play me?
Rounder two. Rounder 2, 3-card poker. Do I have a nickname? I need a nickname. Joe the snake. Joe hit me, Fernandez.
What were you? Oh, I used to when I stopped doing comedy for like 3.5 years. I played a lot of poker.
Yeah.
I had 2 poker tables in my basement.
And
I would text Frank, my friend Tommy, and a couple of guys would play every night, right? And my girlfriend at the time. But I would text Frank. He would be at a meeting. I'd be home. I'd be like, yo, man, see if anybody wants to play poker. And he would just be like in the middle of the meeting looking at people like and do like the sign of like shuffling cards. Yo, you want to play? And every night we would bring like 6 or 7 guys to the house and we'd play poker. And I would get so angry at hands. Like Frank's like I would yell at everybody.
Yeah.
And Frank's like, I'm like, yo, Frank, see if everyone wants to play poker. He's like, nobody wants to play with you, man. You yell too much, man. You yell at everybody. Because like you said, I hate when someone's in a hand and they have no idea why they're in the hand.
Right.
That angers me. Because I'm playing for a purpose. I'm strategically betting. I'm betting a certain amount of money. I'm betting in my position. There's reasons why I'm in the hand.
Yeah.
And if I ask you, why are you in the hand? You're like, I don't know. That aggravates me.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because that guy's going to win. My strategy means nothing.
But when you're playing with retards, you have to expect that.
Right. But I used to get so angry. But when you go, like, if you're in like a casino, there's going to be 10 guys at the table. 3 of them have no idea why they're playing cards.
Right.
You know what I mean? 3 of them think they have an idea, and then there'll be 4 guys who will fucking definitely have an idea, and they're taking everybody else's money.
Yeah.
And they can adjust all your play. I'm not quite there yet. I'm at the 3 who think we know how to play.
Right.
But I want to be one of the, like, and the guys who are, I played in Vegas when I was here, like, not the last time. In 2007, I came to Vegas, and I played at the Wynn.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at this table, and there was these 2 old guys. And every time they were in a hand, they had the absolute motherfucking nuts. There was no hand can beat these guys. So if they were in the hand, fold your fucking hand, because this dude's going to show you the best hand you can have.
Yeah.
Every time. And they were so good.
Uh-huh.
They were such good players and disciplined players. But when they raised, they were in, man. They were winning. Don't try to outbet them, man.
Yeah.
They got – and it took me roughly $600 to learn that lesson from those guys.
Oof.
They taught me a $600 lesson that day.
That's rough.
Yeah. I was so good, too. And these 2 guys killed me.
I almost got into a fight at a casino one time with a guy at a blackjack table in my 20s because I didn't know what I'm doing. I stuck him, just whatever. Hit me. As, fuck. And he's like, what the fuck? You fucking everything up. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, this is the $10 don't know how to play table. If you're such a genius, go to the fucking $25 or $50 table. Fucking Mr. Blackjacket, this is for us. This is the cheap table. Get the fuck out of here. And he just like stood at me, and at that moment I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get my ass beat right now, because like I don't even know why I was so mad. I said it all, that I'm like, oh, I wish I could pull those words back from the sky right now. But then like the big dude behind the dealer just kind of was like, gave a look, right? And the guy just like sat down. I'm like, thank you, big man, for scaring him with your eyes. I don't know what came over me. He don't like when I hit, so can you please deal me 21s and 20s from here on out? Thank you.
I'll stay. You have 4. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to stay with 4? No one's staying. Yeah, I'll stay on 4.
I'll stay on 4, man. There's no way you're beating that. Ugh, there's nothing worse than fucking blabbing your mouth and like the guy's like, yeah, you're like, oh, whoa.
You didn't hear all my words?
Yeah, you didn't. What? I thought we're just talking. Sorry, I was so loud with my talking. It's how I talk. I'm not tough. What?
I was aggressively hashing it out. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you hungry? I'll get a waitress. Hey, why don't you just take all my chips? I'm going home now.
I don't know what I'm doing anyway.
I don't even know what I'm doing. But that's that.
That's that. Gambling 101.
Gambling 101. So the question is, you've been there one day. How many times have you gambled?
What do you mean, how many? What does that mean?
I don't know. Is it bad already?
No. $40, $2 $20 bills.
That's not bad for day one.
No. I just walked past the machine. Well, I went, sold some CDs. I sold 4 CDs. That money went into the
so that's free gambling money right there.
That's how I call it. That's my hard work.
Yeah.
I worked for those CDs. It's mine.
Yeah.
The paycheck stays solid. The CD money goes.
Yeah, if you could just stick to just gambling your CD money away, that's fucking, to me, you're winning.
Ahead of the game.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a winning week.
Yeah, exactly. That's my plan.
Yeah.
That's my plan. I'm going to sell the fuck out of CDs.
Mike's outside with a sandwich board with a CD on there. Walking up the strip. Anybody on CD? Kids need you to buy this. What the fuck is that? I'm a comedian. I'm at Brad Garrett's. You want to see me do an act, but I'm doing this for, come on.
That guy really loves his act, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much you selling CDs for? $2. I need like $2.
$2, man. Come on.
Yeah. So far, I really just don't feel like going down there. I just don't feel like going down there.
Yeah.
I want to play poker, but I don't have the money, so I just don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing the rest of that shit.
That's good.
And there's nothing down there. Like, oh, you want to play roulette? No. What do you want to do? I want to play poker, but I don't have the money for that. So I'm not going to just play slot machines because I don't have enough money to sit down and play poker, right?
Yeah, fuck slot machines. Those things are just they're awful.
That's what I'm saying. So if I sell 3 CDs today, I'll go $30 in the machine. If I hit, great. If I don't, come on upstairs.
Sounds like a fun week.
Yeah, I just went, called a Lyft. I went to Target. I got some groceries because we get free food at the employees' cafeteria. But that again is a 12-minute walk from my room. Number one. Number two,
I have to tell that to a starving person. Be like, dude, I got to walk 12 minutes to get a buffet for free. You fucking believe this world we live in?
I had to walk 12 days for food. I get it. I got
to perform for 30 minutes a night. I got to walk 12 minutes to eat all-you-can-eat buffet for free. What the fuck, man? I thought this was America. I can't believe this dude's got like dirt on the side of his mouth. And like, I just ate tree bark yesterday.
How far did you walk for it? Did you have to walk for it? I bet you didn't.
Yeah, I bet you didn't walk for it. Oh, so you hopped in a dumpster to donut stand. So what? You were probably sleeping there already.
I had to walk 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
And the buffet's not really awesome.
Nah.
It's like the leftover stuff. It's not like the Borgata buffets is really good all night long.
Yeah.
Inside, but like theirs is just like shit food, and like I'm gonna walk 12 minutes to get maybe a salad and a piece of grilled chicken laying around.
Yeah. So
I went to Target and just bought some groceries I can eat, healthy stuff. You know what I mean, and not have to worry about.
That's good. You keep it on your diet. That's good.
Yeah, I gotta try because if I don't, it's so easy right now to go and eat shit.
Dude, I hit my bottom the other night going to Rutt's Hut, man.
It's good, but
it's good, dude. I literally I went Sunday. We're Tuesday at 5:45, and I just starting to feel normal again. Like,
really?
I wasn't even looking at food yesterday. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out. Like, it's just with the I'm like, that's it. I'm getting healthier. Like, it was the tipping point. It was just a tipping point.
What did you eat?
I had the deep fried hot dogs, the Rippers, 2 of them.
2 of them?
And a cheeseburger. Yeah, but the cheese.
You said the 2 hot dogs as if that was your menu.
But that was the cheeseburgers are so small, though.
Cheeseburger, but I got 2 hot dogs.
Cheeseburger was very small. Barely counts.
Oh, okay. Fries?
No, I didn't get fries. I had a couple of Ritus fries.
Okay.
But I didn't get my own fries. But oh man, just heartburn. I never had heartburn like that. I'm like, this is a legitimate heart attack.
And everybody went. It looked like it through the message. Everybody went.
The whole crew went. We pounded Rippers and then fucking went to the haunted house. And this was a haunted house I haven't been to before. So I go in like a man. But like it just
come out a bitch.
I do come out a bitch. It starts to scare me, even though like at the beginning they gave you these guns like laser tag guns, and I was lead gunner, and I was doing good, killing zombies and shit. I was popping them off.
That part of a different part of the
that's how you start, and then you give your guns back, and then go into the asylum. But there's zombies before the asylum.
Okay,
I did good in that, but it was just. They were just scaring the shit out of me, man. It was just like it got like tight, and you're going through like these sheets. You don't know who's there, and there's like dummy zombies, and then there's like real people zombies that look like fucking dummies. Like at one point, Kevin Israel was coming in front of me, and there was one hanging from the ceiling, and he touched it. He goes, "Oh, it's a fake one." Then the guy goes, "I'm not fake." I'm like, "You motherfucker!" He had rubber on his hand, so he felt fake. So if you touched him. Yo, bro, it was fucking unbelievable.
Was this one better than the prison?
Different. It was good, but it was different. It was they don't touch you as much. They just kind of go. They don't touch you at all. Actually, they just kind of go out at you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because they don't offer you the touch or no touch option.
Yeah.
But just only be like the second time I went to the prison, I kind of walked through it, so I kind of knew.
Right.
This one, you don't have no fucking idea where they're at, but you're anticipating. You're like, they just do it right because they're like, oh, there's a hole in this wall, so it looks like somebody can pop out at you.
And they come out the other side.
There's just a dude like fucking camouflage to the color of the wall, like, nah. You're like, yes, dude. I cursed a lot, man. And then this one guy that jumped out to me scared me so much. I go, whoa, and then I pointed him. I go, whoa. I pointed his face. I'm like almost like, good job, like, whoa. I can't believe you're there. Like, you didn't look like you were there, and now you're there, and I'm here. Fucking, I'm scared.
Did you see the Jimmy Fallon and Kevin Hart thing? They went to a haunted house.
No, I didn't see that one.
And like a guy comes out, like they have like GoPros on, but a guy comes out with like a chainsaw guy.
Yeah.
He's like, ah. And Kevin Hart's like, no.
That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I was sweating, dude. I came out dripping of sweat. Like, I was sweating. I'm just like, because there's certain hallways you see, it's like it's empty. You're like, I'm running. Like, I figure if I go fast enough, no one can get me. And then, like, it's amazing how because here's what goes in my head. Like, okay, you're like, all right, this is fake. This is entertainment. You're paying for this.
Right.
So they're not going to hurt you. They're just going to scare you. But in my head, I'm like, what if there's the one motherfucker that's taking this seriously? He decides today's the day he's going to start killing people, and he don't care if he goes to jail. He'll like commit suicide after he kills me. And now I think that guy could be in there, and that's why I'm so scared.
You create the most impossible scenario.
Not impossible. I'm sure it could have happened before.
It's never happened yet. I'm sure there's a possibility.
Or like when you go in ones where the walls close on you, you're just like,
what if the mechanism breaks?
The mechanism could be broken. Like, this is getting pretty tight.
It's not pulling back. It's not pulling back.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. It was definitely. I like this as like a yearly thing. It's definitely fun to have everybody go out to some food and the haunted house and shit.
Yeah.
It's 3 years in a row.
I really hate that I missed it.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Dude, everybody there would have taken your gig.
Yeah.
There's not one comic there that wouldn't have bailed on that fucking haunted house.
Over gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just, I wanted to be, I like it. I like that shit. I like hanging out with my boys.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good. Carrie wants to do something that doesn't involve, she wants us all to get together, do like one of those murder mystery dinners or something.
Yeah. Like another escape room.
Yeah, she doesn't, not even an escape room, like one of those murder mystery dinners or an escape room. She just doesn't want to be scared. She doesn't want to do one of those horror things. So I told her we'll try and put that together because she's like, I want to do shit with you guys, but I don't want to be scared. I'm like, I get it.
Did you guys do the escape room? There was extra. You guys didn't
we didn't do that. It took, dude, we had a 7 o'clock time, 8 o'clock time for our thing. The line was so big for the 8 o'clock time, we didn't walk in till 9 o'clock.
Oh, good Lord.
So, rule for anyone going to the asylum in Passaic, get the hour before whatever time you actually want to go in.
Oh, okay.
Because the lines are fucking huge. But, dude, I got to run. I have to go do a shoot. So, do you have anything you want to plug for this week coming up? You're in fucking Vegas. So, you're in Vegas till when? Till Saturday?
Till Monday.
Till Monday?
Sunday nights. Yeah, come home Monday.
Okay, he comes home Monday. So, maybe we'll do another podcast with you out in Vegas for next week before you leave.
Okay.
And we'll find out how your week was. So, if you're in Vegas or near Vegas, go see Mike Gaffney at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club. Go to MikeGaffneyLive.com to see where he'll be in the future. Go to JoeFernandez.net to see where I'll be. And thanks for listening, guys. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.